Hi, it's Maxine Kaye from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. There is no yoga on my lap at the moment. She had other plans. And you notice our beautiful Christmas tree right here? Can you just imagine the decorations on it? Because they're not on it yet. We've been busy. It'll happen. It's only December 1st. Oh my gosh, it's December 1st. Well, it's a revving up busy time for most of us who are preparing for the holidays in so many different ways, with our online celebrations leading up to Christmas and Hanukkah, and with our personal preparations for our own holidays, for ourselves, for each other, for families and for friends. And it's different, isn't it? It's all virtual. Well, it's mostly virtual this year. There are certain pods where people can be together who have not been exposed outside, and they're together on a routine basis, and that's lovely. It's also very nice when there's at least a couple of people together in the same house, because they can move through these times together. What can also happen is that it's a stressful period, and when you have a couple of people or more confined in a way that doesn't feel comfortable or natural to them, there can be some kerfuffles. Anybody ever had a kerfuffle? A kerfuffle is not something that you pour syrup on. A kerfuffle is simply having a difference of opinion and not expressing it in a very conscious way. So let's just forgive ourselves for that and move on, and let's think about how we can improve our communications with one another. Wouldn't you love to have more conscious, caring, compassionate communications? Well, we can, because it's natural to us. There's something within us that wants to connect with others. There's something within us that wants to remember who we are, first of all, and to connect with that living spirit within, and to feel the peace and the power of it. It's always here, no matter what else may be going on out there. It's always here and it's always available. I access my special sacred space through meditation and through remembering throughout the day that it's there, no matter what else may be going on. And so that's the beginning, whether we're meditating or whether we're just walking in peace. You know, you can do a meditation walk too, so that you have a sense of breathing in and breathing out the life of God, letting go of anything that seems objectionable or unpleasant, and breathing in that fresh new life divine. So we do this through communing with our own deeper nature, where we find our own better angels. Then we want to take that out to the people that we love and care for, and those who are people that we deal with, perhaps just someone on the phone who's helping us to place an order. Most of our shopping these days seems to be online, doesn't it? But we can also very mindfully choose to connect with other people in a conscious, caring, compassionate way. It feels good to us who do the communicating. It feels wonderful to the people who are communicating back to us. And with everything else that's going on in the world, don't you think you and I can make a difference by simply choosing to be conscious when we're talking with someone personally, on the telephone, in line at the post office, 6 feet distance, please, with masks on, that we can still bring some joy to the moment. We can bring clarity. And there are times that we also need to say hard sayings to people. I remember when I was taking my clinical pastoral education, which was at a hospital in Northern California. And it's something that ministers sometimes do, to learn how to really be effective chaplains in hospitals and in psych wards. And it's very difficult training and very, very rewarding. Dealing with the patients, coming back and coming back to your interfaith group of people in class, and your supervisor gives you a sense of how you're doing, and you talk about cases, and I learned so much during those times. But I can remember that my supervisor, the very first report he wrote about me, he said, Maxine can walk into a ward and bring the presence of God and a sense of love and bring people hope. And it's lovely to see her bringing presence to the people. However, she needs to learn to say the hard sayings. It isn't just all light and grace. Sometimes people need to hear. People need to perhaps even have a question like, did you take your insulin? And so when I completed my course there, my supervisor wrote another evaluation. And this time he said, Maxine still can go into a ward and bring the presence of God and help with the healing process for people. But Maxine also now is going to write, I'm sure she's going to write the latest in the joy books. This one is going to be called The Joy of Confrontation. There are times we need to say the hard sayings. Well, when we do, let's do our best to do it consciously and caringly. Let's do it from the most mature place we possibly can, from the most loving place that we can. So it's lovely to fluff each other up, to say and nice sayings and to let people know how special they are. And it's also important to say what's needed to be said, because otherwise, especially when the confines are taking place here and we are limited in some ways, even though we are unlimited in spirit, sometimes we can get on each other's nerves. And sometimes if we keep things bottled up, if we do that, we just might explode one day. So let's find, and there are many ways to connect with people with clarity, with consciousness, with compassion. And when we do, we're doing what we came here to do, which is to connect with Spirit, to do what feels wonderful, which is allowing ourselves to be the instruments through which Spirit expresses with each other. With each other. We need each other, don't we? We need to be walking through these times, not just going through them together, but growing through them together, right? So we invite you to continue to be with us for our daily love notes. Reverend Mike and I take turns every other day, so you'll get to hear him tomorrow. And of course, we always invite you to come onto our live stream Sunday mornings at 10:30. Just go to our website, cslphilly.org, and click on the link that takes you right to our 10:30 live streaming Sunday celebration. And we love doing these. It won't be long before you will have the opportunity to experience the most incredible virtual solstice evening celebration that you have ever had. You know this, many of you know, that this is one of our greatest events every year, is the solstice, winter solstice celebration, where we have interfaith presenters from so many different faith traditions and gorgeous music. This time it's all going to be virtual, and our marvelous producer, Jeff Messino, is recording people and putting it all together in the most amazing way. So mark your calendars for Monday night, the actual solstice, Monday night, December 21st, 2020, 7 o'clock. Tune in. Just go to the website. There we will be. So anytime you want to just catch up with previous live streams or with previous love notes archived there, just go to the website and click on that button that says you can go live, and what you're doing is actually at those times you're having a repeat performance of all of those times. and we love staying with you in those ways. You also have an opportunity to make a beautiful contribution to our center. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for those who continue to keep us alive and healthy. And I just heard that today is Giving Tuesday. And so if you're in a particularly giving mood and you're catching this tonight, or on Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, doesn't matter, we'd love to receive your contributions. We love that they come with love. We also appreciate that you continue to lift our center in prayer as we are lifting you in prayer. We're here for each other. Let's continue to be those instruments through which we are consciously, caringly, courageously, and compassionately sharing with each other. We love you. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.